Good YouTube, Quinn Wade coming to y'all with that instant basketball analysis on the Milwaukee Bucks losing to the New York Knicks 118 to 109. The Knicks are now 12-6 and 9-1 at home, and the Bucks are now 8-12 and 3-6 on the road. Milwaukee did a good job of spacing the floor, knocking down their threes and playing off Giannis. They won the first quarter 37-33, but they lost the second quarter 28-25, in the third quarter 31-26, in the fourth quarter 26-21. And let's talk about the Bucks. They didn't play a lot of guys. They played their starters a lot of minutes and a little bit from their bench. Giannis, 28 minutes, 30 points. He was 10 of 14 from the field. He missed every single three that he took. And he also went 10 of 14 from the free throw line, which is good for him. Just was really dominant in that paint area. Did a good job of running and getting right to the rim, or just catching and going straight up. That's what he does. He's physical. He's tough. He's long. He's quick. He's athletic. He's physical. And that's how he got his 15 rebounds, a double-double. He also had 8 assists, 3 turnovers, and a steal, 2 offensive rebounds, and 5 personal fouls, and a +2 and plus minus. Just a flat-out dominant performance for Giannis. They wanted to see that Giannis show in New York, and he put it on full display. Miles Turner was splashing threes early in the game, 30 minutes. He had 10 points, 3 of 10 from the field, 2 of 7 from 3, 2 of 2 from the free throw line, 3 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal, 2 blocks, 2 offensive rebounds. He also finished with 5 personal fouls and was a -12 and plus minus. He did a good job of spacing the floor. He just couldn't consistently make shots. They're going to leave him open. They're going to want him to take them, even though he can make them like he did tonight, but he just didn't make enough of them, and he just didn't do anything other than that. If he wasn't launching threes or perimeter shots, he didn't really do much other than that, even defensively. Like, well, that's what we got you for. He wasn't bad defensively, but sometimes you just wanted him to do a little bit more on the defensive end too, especially as the game got closer. Gary Trent Jr., 25 minutes, 3 points, 1 of 4 from the field. It was all 3-point attempts, but he only made one of them. 1 assist, and then he only had 3 personal fouls and a -6 and plus minus. That just wasn't enough. You needed more from him offensively and defensively, and you just didn't get it in this one. AJ Green gave you all he could. 39 minutes. He had 18 points. He was 6 of 12 from the field. It was all threes that he took and no free throws, but he finished with 5 rebounds, 1 assist, 2 turnovers, and 2 steals, and 2 personal fouls in 39 minutes. That's not that bad. And he was a -12 and plus minus. He was just taking some tough ones too. They needed some type of guy that can make a shot. He made some of them, and you was happy with that if you're a Bucks fan or you're the Bucks in general. And that's what he's out there to do. Ryan Rollins got held really, really good. He couldn't really break free or get nothing really going without working for it. 41 minutes for him. That ended up being the most minutes on the Bucks. 13 points, 4 of 10 from the field, 3 of 5 from 3, and 2 of 2 from the free throw line. He also had 6 assists, but it came with 3 turnovers. Not a bad game. It was good because he also had 5 rebounds, 2 steals, and 2 blocks. 1 offensive rebound and 4 personal fouls. You just wanted him to be able to put the ball in the basket a little bit more, since Giannis, like I said, only played 28 minutes. They needed somebody else to really pick it up. And the guy that did it off the bench, though, was Kyle Kuzma. 28 minutes, 20 points, 8 of 9 from the field, 4 or 5 from 3, 0 of 2 from the free throw line, 4 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 turnovers, 2 steals, 1 personal foul, and a -11 and plus minus. He took some tough shots in this game, but he just had it going in this one, whether it was the mid-range, whether it was the 3, whether it was getting to the basket. He really had it going offensively. They could not slow him down or stop him in this one. Bobby Portis didn't give much either. He was a big reason why they lost, because he's one of their more reliable and more needed players to perform well. He played 18 minutes, only had 3 points. He went 1 of 7 from the field, 1 of 4 from 3, and a lot of these looks are open. He just couldn't drop them. 3 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 turnovers, and 2 personal fouls, a +3 and plus minus. Gary Harris, 24 minutes, 5 points, 1 of 2 from the field, 2 of 2 from the free throw line, 2 turnovers, 1 personal foul, and a 0 and plus minus. And Cole Anthony, 7 minutes. He played the least amount of minutes, I should say. 7 points, 3 of 3 from the field. He still scored, but he also went 1 of 3 from the free throw line. He also provided 2 assists, 1 turnover, and a steal, and 3 personal fouls. He finished as a -9 and plus minus. Their bench left a lot to be desired, and they really did need them to step up a little bit more than they did. But it can be that way. They also had 5 guys on the bench that was healthy and didn't even get on the court, but they still was 37 to 71, 52% from the field as a team, and went 18 to 41, which is 44% from three. That's above average. But they also went 17 to 25, 68% from the free throw line. In close games, you have to make your free throws and you have to take care of the ball. They had 15 turnovers, and they also had 35 rebounds, 24 assists, 4 blocks, and they also committed 26 personal fouls. That's a lot of personal fouls, and that's a whole lot of turnovers. And they also had more turnovers than the Knicks, who had 12, and they also committed 5 more personal fouls because the Knicks only committed 21. And they also allowed the Knicks to shoot 33 free throws compared to the 25 that they shot, and the Knicks shot 85%. And on top of that, Towns was held neutralized real well by the Bucks, and he just settled a lot in this game, but he still had played 36 minutes and finished with only 9 points. He was the only starter to not get in double figures in this one for the New York Knicks. 2 of 8 from the field, 1 of 2 from three. He did have 10 rebounds and shot 4 or 5 from the free throw line. He also had 4 assists, 2 turnovers, and a block. 3 offensive rebounds and 4 personal fouls, and was a 0 in plus minus. Josh Hart got to start tonight, and he did play the most minutes with 40. He had 19 points. He went 5 of 12 from the field, missed every single three that he took, went 0 of 4 there. 9 of 10 from the free throw line, 15 rebounds, so a double-double. He also had 7 assists with 3 turnovers, 3 steals, 2 offensive rebounds, and 4 personal fouls. And he finished as a plus 15 in plus minus. I love what he was out there doing. He was going out there and making things happen and not letting it come to him. That's how he always played when it comes to rebounds or making plays on the ball or just getting steals or playing harder than other people. And he also did a good job attacking the basket, and it also did help him get to the free throw line 10 times, which was tied for the most because Brunson also went 9 to 10 from the free throw line. But the difference was Jalen Brunson played 39 minutes, one less, but he took 21 shots, which is good because he was efficient. He went 12 of 21, and he also had 37 points and had 1 rebound, 5 assists, 3 turnovers, and a steal, and 1 offensive rebound, which was his only one, and 2 personal fouls. He was a plus 10 and plus minus. He was just so smart of how he was attacking and using his body and finding ways to get to his spots and just knocking them down. That's what makes him great and one of the best players in this generation that's up and coming. And we'll see if he can continue to lead this team the right way. Their record is good. They off to a decent start. We'll see if they can get to the finals this year. But let's talk about Mikal Bridges, who played 35 minutes. He had 14 points, was 6 of 12 from the field, 2 of 5 from three, 4 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 steals, 1 block, 1 offensive rebound, 3 personal fouls, and a plus 3 and plus minus. He really did a good job of staying in the open areas and just being ready to attack whenever he got the ball and just be ready to shoot if he had it open too. And he did that very well tonight, and he also did a good job defensively to stay in front of guys and making guys really work to be able to score on him or just being a good help defender from time to time in this one. And then Miles McBride played 33 minutes. He had 19 points. He went 5 of 8 from the field. All of his makes was threes, and he only missed 2 of them, going 5 of 7 from three and 4 of 4 from the free throw line. He also had 2 rebounds and an assist, 1 offensive rebound, and 3 personal fouls, and was a plus 14 and plus minus. You want him in there for his shooting. He was able to provide that even at the free throw line, and he made them at important times throughout the game too to keep them ahead or to keep them in the game. Gershon Yabusele, 6 minutes, 3 points, 1 of 2 from the field. It was a 3 that he made and missed. It's 1 rebound, 1 assist, 1 turnover, and a -4 and plus minus. And then Mitchell Robinson came off the bench and played 19 minutes and still finished with 7 rebounds. He also had 6 points, 3 of 3 from the field, 1 assist, 2 turnovers, 2 steals, 3 offensive rebounds, 2 personal fouls, and a -4 and plus minus. And Jordan Clarkson, 22 minutes, 6 points. He went 2 of 13 from the field, really had a brutal game scoring the basketball. Even though he did have some good looks here and there, he still couldn't even make those. 0 of 5 from three and 2 of 2 from the free throw line. He also did have 4 rebounds, 3 assists, and a turnover. 3 of his rebounds was offensive with a personal foul and a +9 and plus minus. Tyler Kolek, 10 minutes, 5 points, 2 of 5 from the field, 1 of 3 from the 3-point line, 1 assist, 2 steals, 2 personal fouls, and a +2 and plus minus. And 38 of 84, 45% from the field, 14 of 34, 41% from three, 28 of 33, 85% from the free throw line. They really did a good job of scoring. Also, in the free throw line was the biggest difference besides the fact that they had 14 offensive rebounds compared to the Bucks 5, and they also had 44 rebounds total, 9 more than the Bucks, and they also had 1 more assist because they had 25. They had, like I said, 3 less turnovers, so they had 12. They also had 10 steals, which was 1 more than they did, and the Bucks did have more blocks because they had 2. They had 4, and after that, they only had 21 personal fouls, while the Bucks had 26, like I said before on that too. So the Knicks are the better team. They have better players. They match up well against the Bucks because they have shooters, and then the Knicks have guys that can shoot and defend and rebound. And then they have Brunson, who's unguardable, just like Giannis. Giannis gonna get his 30. Brunson gonna get his 30. It's about who other guys gonna step up and make the difference in this one. And the Knicks got more from their guys than the Bucks got from theirs. The Bucks was winning at some points of this game. It looked like it was going to be competitive, and it turned out to be true, and it was close. But the Knicks just had better shot makers, and they had better, flow to what they was trying to do out there on the court. And even when isolation happened, it worked out for them more than it worked out for the Bucks. But the Bucks been having this problem. You just never know who's going to step up. You never know who's going to make shots, and it sucks. But they have some veterans and some young guys that's still trying to figure it out. And then Giannis did miss a significant amount of the season. And when you missing a player as dominant and as good as Giannis, losses comes with that because he's the best player, one of the top 5 players in the world, and he was the best player on the court tonight. And he does bring it defensively. I think his defense slipped a little bit the last couple of years because he has to do so much for this team offensively to the point where he's even trying to be point Giannis all over again because it's fun to do and it's fun to dominate the ball and dominate the game. But it also is frustrating when your teammates can't come through for you consistently. And that usually ends up with losses. And that's why they're struggling right now to get the wins. And we'll see if they're able to figure out a better formula of how to be able to distribute the ball and how to be able to play because they're going to have to do something. But the Bucks was at a point one of the better teams in the East record-wise. When Giannis went down, it slowly fell off. So maybe they can get back to their winning ways quicker, and maybe he can stay healthy for a longer period of time. But your body going to take a whole lot of beatings when you are constantly going to the paint and trying to find a way to create shots as much as you can. You're going to take a lot of bumps, bruises, and poundings because nobody trying to let you dominate or embarrass them when they can try to find a way to force you not to. That's what defense is about. That's how it's played. And like I said, this team can't go too long without Giannis. They don't have that type of talent. They don't have a legit number 2. And even if it is that way, he's in his 30s. So all these small things add up, and you want to get it knocked out first before you allow it to linger on or get too serious for a guy with this type of team. So I like the team. I respect the team. And I still think they're good enough to make the playoffs, and I still think that they will. But this team is a first-round exit. We're going to be honest, depending on who they go against and depending on if their team is going to be healthy the whole series. This team is missing too much talent, and the East is only getting more top-heavy. And I think the Bucks is in there, but they're not in there where I look at them like they can make a run and win it all. I mean, that or Giannis going to have to average, 40 a game and 10 assists and 10 rebounds plus. He just going to have to go stupid for this team to be a threat in the East. And he's already doing it, right now. It's just he's going to have to do it even more if this team is going to have that type of success, especially in the playoffs. Comment, like, subscribe, share. hit the notification bell to get the analysis when they first come out. I also do conversation videos just like this, but about various NBA only topics and basketball ones too. I also do breakdowns with real footage of legends, current legends, rookies, and also future stars. I also do mock draft and draft coverage too. And I also try to upload videos every single day throughout the day. And I got over 4,000 videos already on my channel that you can watch right now and enjoy, and it's all for free. Other than that, thank y'all for watching. Thank y'all for checking out the channel. Thanks for the love. Thanks for the support. Thanks for appreciating the content for what it is and continuing to come back and enjoy what I make. I do all this on my own, and it's fun for me and it's fun for y'all. So that's the 50-50 reason why we still going strong and continuing to put in the work to give y'all something to watch and something that y'all can support and love and enjoy. And that's my job to do. And I'm glad that you guys have blessed me and been, real good to me. And I love y'all for that. I need y'all for that. Y'all feel the same way about me, obviously. So let's keep it going as long as we can. Other than that, y'all stay blessed up. Y'all stay good. Peace. And I'll see y'all later today with more analysis. Hopefully.